Hello, students. Welcome back. Another important session with surface chemistry. Last time we have told you that the molecules get adsorbed on the surface of the solids, and we have given you lot of definitions of the surface chemistry. We have defined what is adsorption, what is absorption, what is desorption, what is the mechanism of the adsorption, why adsorption is an exothermic process is a very important question, students. We have discussed with you how the activated charcoal, powdered form of the charcoal, how the silica gel, how the alumina gel, they are very good adsorbents, students. They are all examples of good adsorbents, and there is an adsorption of gases on the surface of the adsorbents. Getting further into the topics, our main topic today is the types of the adsorption. What are the types of the adsorption, students? What we want to discuss in this topic is what are the various types of the adsorption, students. What we told you last time, if I go back, we have told you that there is something called adsorption. What I told you today, the topic is types of adsorption. How many types of adsorption are there?
Two
What we
types.
try to say that here we are studying the adsorption of gases on solids. What we are doing, adsorption of gas on solid, gases on solids. We have a solid, you have a solid. This is a solid. Consider I have a solid, students, and this is the surface of the solid, this is the surface of the solid. These are the molecules of the gas, how they are going to be adsorbed on the surface of this solid. Now there are two types of the adsorption which we experience. The particles which get accumulated on the surface may come by some physical force or weak force which we call as van der Waals type of forces, or they may form a chemical bond with the surface of the solid. Two possibilities. So this is an important question for exam. They have been asking it repeatedly, students. So first one which we are talking is physical adsorption. Physical adsorption, as I write the word physical itself makes it very clear that the molecules are coming on the surface and they are being held by some weak physical forces. We already know what type of forces are these. What are the forces? You already know about it. What forces are weak? Forces.
Van der Waals forces.
Yes, Van der Waals is a big name. Every time he is there in more many cases he will come. Van der Waals forces are very famous, very important, student. You are saying Van der Waals forces. So Van der Waals forces, are these forces strong or weak, students?
Weak.
Van der Waals forces.
They are weak.
Are they weak or strong?
Sir, they are weak.
Weak forces. Okay, they are weak. Very good answer. And you have studied in 11th class. We are not going to repeat, but we understand that those molecules which were having no charge or which were non-polar molecules or atoms and molecules which are inert gas type of the elements. So they are having weak forces between them, van der Waals forces, and it only depends on the molecular mass of the molecule which we have. So they are weak forces, student. And when I say they are weak forces, students, what I am trying to say that here they can be London dispersion forces induce dipole forces, but there is no chemical bond formation. There is no bond formation. No bond formation. So what will happen when the molecules will come and stay on this? And there are certain important properties which we are going to study for this. So first thing you said that these are held up by weak van der Waals forces. There is no bond formation, students. And second, what we find, these forces are non-specific. It doesn't depend on much on what type of molecules are there. If there is a van der Waals force, there is no bond formation. So there is no specific thing in this that we already know. Important point, student, third point, that this is reversible. So what is that? Adsorption is reversible, students. What is the meaning of reversible? That you can adsorb the molecules and they can be desorbed. There can be adsorption and desorption, students. You already know molecules are adsorbed on the surface and they can just be desorbed and again adsorb, desorb, because there is no permanent or chemical bond formation. This process is possible in the case of physisorption. Next, we are finding the amount of the gas depends on the nature of the gas. This is an important point here. Nature of gas. Here I have been telling you something very important. We have studied in 11th class something called liquefaction of the gases.
Yes, sir.
Liquefaction of gases. Very important question for exam. I'm putting it a star, students. Important. This is a star. Important question for the exam. Very, very important. Very, very important. In many exams it will come. There are gases. When we liquefy the gases, what are the conditions of the liquefaction, students? We have studied this. What are the conditions? What are the conditions of
Sir, the
liquefaction?
pressure,
What we do?
high pressure and low temperature.
You decrease the temperature. But how do you liquefy air? How you liquefy air? You want to separate air, the components of the air, the different gases of the air. What you are doing? You are lowering the temperature. Then you are increasing the pressure. You are saying pressure. You are applying. Now here a mixture of gases. Supposing I'm talking of air, mixture of gases. So what is the condition of the liquefaction? When the liquefaction of the gas starts? At what temperature the liquefaction of the gas starts? That is our point, students. What temperature?
At critical temperature.
Yes, very good. What we represent TC, critical temperature. Critical temperature. You are saying there is a critical temperature, students, at which the liquefaction of the gas will start. Unless that temperature we get, the liquefaction cannot take place. And supposing there are two gases, one with higher critical temperature and one with lower critical temperature, which will liquefy first?
Sir, with a higher TC.
The one which has a higher
TC.
critical temperature will liquefy first. That is okay. Will liquefy first. So if I have two gases, and I say that these are the critical temperatures, so we are saying ammonia will be liquefied in preference to hydrogen gas, because the critical temperature of ammonia is more than hydrogen gas. So as we are cooling, the first will be the higher temperature. If that condition is fulfilled, the liquefaction starts. And why will a gas liquefy? What is the reason gas will liquefy, students?
The attractive forces between the molecules will increase.
There is a intermolecular
Attractive forces.
attractive forces. Okay, very good answer. Intermolecular attractive forces exist between the molecules. That was the failure of the kinetic theory of gases when it said that the intermolecular force of attraction between the gas is completely negligible, can be neglected because gases can be liquefied. That means there is an intermolecular attractive force. They may be weak, that we know about it. So air can be converted into the liquid nitrogen and liquid oxygen and a liquid inert gas which is present, argon supposing, and after we get them, then we can do fractional distillation to separate these three components of the air. And we know the one gas which will be liquefied first will be having the higher critical temperature. So when here we are talking of physics option, it will also which gases are likely to be absorbed uh, faster here. Naturally, those which have a higher critical temperature or gases which can be liquefied, we are saying gases which can be liquefied faster, can be absorbed faster on the adsorbent surface. So such questions have been given in the exam, students, and they can be asked again. The amount of the gas depends on the nature of the gas, and this will depend on whether the gas absorbed has a higher critical temperature. More will be the absorption. So more the critical temperature of the gas, more adsorption, more adsorption. Interesting thing, more adsorption, I'm saying that the more amount is adsorbed because in physics option, multi-molecular layers are going to be formed. It's not just one layer, there will be layer above the layer, above the layer. So multi-molecular adsorption takes place. All this is happening, students, in the physics option process. So physics option, the extent of adsorption, further important point, how the surface area. Always we know bigger the surface area, more the adsorption. This is a very simple rule. It applies to everything. Why do we use powdered form of charcoal, and why do we use powdered nickel, palladium or platinum as catalyst in large number of organic reaction, student? The larger the surface area, more adsorption will take place. Very important questions are coming in the exam on these. Question can be anything they are asking in the paper, students. So more the surface area, more adsorption is going to take place. Then further, what happens? You are using, I said, powdered forms of the or finely divided nickel. What do they write? Finely divided nickel as a catalyst. This is what we talk about, student, heterogeneous catalysis. Heterogeneous catalysis, students, that you have fine powdered nickel which acts as a heterogeneous catalyst, and this is finally divided. They are good adsorbents. Student. They are good adsorbent. So there is a weak van der Waals forces of attraction between the adsorbate and adsorbent in this case. Further, when we talk about the enthalpy of adsorption, students, last time we have told you it is always an, what type of process is this?
Exothermic.
What is the change? What is the type of entropy change takes place? Positive or negative?
Entropy change is negative and the process is exothermic.
This question has been asked. Sign of delta H and delta S during an adsorption process. This question was given. What question I'm saying? Sign of delta H, delta S, both are negative.
Negative.
Important question. Only 1 mark is given for one, just one word or one line answer. See, so both are negative. Students believe that entropy could be positive, but here is the story. Delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S, since it is a spontaneous process. Therefore, the sign of delta H has to be negative. The thermodynamics give an answer to that question, which have been asked many times in the exam. All right, we are aware of that. So the enthalpy of adsorption will be high or low in the case of physisorption.
High.
High. Think about it. Why it should be high?
Sir, can you please repeat the question?
The enthalpy of adsorption value will be high or low for physisorption. The question has been asked.
Okay, for physics option, it would be low. Yes, sir.
So this is the question which was asked. The value is around how much? Minus 20 to,
Minus 2 to
so
plus
around minus
40.
20 to minus 40
40.
kilojoules. They are always given in kilojoules per mole. Is a low value for physisorption. What is the reason for the low value of enthalpy of adsorption for physisorption student? What is the reason for low value students? Important question for the paper. Most of the questions I discuss in my lectures. So you will get those in the paper. So what is the story here? Why the value is low?
Sir, because in physics option, the attraction forces are weak van der Waals forces.
Yes, because why there is a evolution of heat students. We told you this molecule is here, and as it is there is a distance, and when it comes, there is attractive force. Attractive force as it gets absorbed, students on the surface. On the surface, what will happen? So what is happening here? It was having some potential energy. Potential energy. As soon as it comes, potential energy decreases, and that energy will be released. Student released here. So potential energy coming from long distance, coming. So due to attractive force, here the potential energy is less, and that attractive force is what is holding the molecule. The potential energy is what is released in this form. Exothermic, what we are talking about. So here, since there is no chemical bond formation, students, the force is weak forces. So in weak attractive force will mean that a less amount of energy will be released. The stronger the attractive force between the particles, more energy will be released. Right or wrong? This is a simple thing. Every time it will be valid. Physics, chemistry, anywhere. There are forces. Now what type of forces are there? Potential energy. So here we're talking, as the particles get attracted, there will be release of the energy. There will be release of the energy. Stronger the attraction, students, stronger the attraction, stronger, more is the energy going to be released. So that is the thing here. So you have less value. This question was given. So enthalpy of adsorption value of physisorption low, students, because the reason, they are held up by weak van der Waals
The forces.
force will be there in exam. Van der Waals very important, student. Van der Waals forces. So weak van der Waals force is important. Could be the answer of many questions in the papers. Always some questions are there in a melting point or boiling points, etc. Because we discussed organic chemistry. I will discuss again some general organic chemistry, which is important for the students. I will give some lectures on general organic chemistry, students. What is general organic chemistry and how the reactions take place, that also I will talk with the students. Because these questions are important for competition exam also. So we'll see that later on. What is the story here? Then further, what is happening? Key important thing is that do we need activation energy or not in the physics option? What is the activation energy? Will we need activation energy in the case of physics option, low or very less, or not much, very low values or very high value? What is the activation energy story in physics option? What do you think about activation energy in physics option?
Activation energy in physics option.
All questions have been asked in the paper. This question has been asked in the paper, whether activation energy is required.
It should be negligible. It should almost be negligible.
So we are saying no appreciable, because there is no permanent bond type of formation. students here. So they are very low. That is why this process is reversible. Reversible. It is easy to dissociate, dissolve the molecules. They are simply sitting on the surface by weak type of forces, weak type of forces. And further important point, students here, that they form multimolecular layers. What is the meaning of multimolecular layer, students? What is the meaning of multimolecular layers? What is happening here? Supposing this is our surface. So the molecules were coming like this. Then there are more layers. More layers are there. So what is happening? Why multimolecular layers are there on the surface? Because there is no bond formation. So what can happen? More molecules can come and stay on the surface. This only weak van der Waals type of forces also exist between the molecules. So surface and molecules, we can experience multi-molecular layers in the case of physics option, students. And the most important question which has been given repeatedly, what is the effect of temperature on the physics option, student? Important question, what is the effect of temperature on the physics option, students? Important question. So what will be our answer to that, students? What I'm talking is how will we do full content. Let me see this body is going. Okay, now is everything is clear, we are saying what is the effect of, students, temperature. What is the effect of temperature on physisorption, student? Very important question. What is the effect of temperature on physisorption? What do you think, what will happen if I increase the temperature? Absorption will increase or decrease?
Sir, on increasing the temperature, absorption will decrease.
What happens here basically, if I make the absorption physisorption, this physisorption will decreases
Yes, sir.
with increase in
Temperature.
with increase in temperature, students. So adsorption decreases with the increase in temperature. Adsorption decreases with the increase in temperature. That's what we are saying. So effect of temperature on physisorption, students, adsorption decreases with increase in temperature. Though, what is the reason for that, students? What could be the reason for that? Why the adsorption should decrease with the increase in temperature? The
It is since the process is exothermic, so according to Le Chatelier principle, maybe.
Le Chatelier principle, what we said, that molecules are on the surface. If we will give more heat, what will happen? They will acquire more energy and will start desorbing.
Okay.
This is our surface. The molecules are here. I give energy, what will happen? This is adsorption. This is desorption. Desorption. They will get more kinetic energy, more kinetic energy. If they have more kinetic energy, they will get desorbed, student. They will get desorbed. So there is an adsorption and desorption. That means if I study the extent of the adsorption, if I talk of the extent of adsorption versus temperature versus temperature. What is happening? The adsorption, extent of adsorption versus temperature, what we are expecting with increase in temperature.
It will decrease.
Something like this, it's decreasing.
Yes, sir.
So this is the graph which we are expecting for the physics option student. Physics option. Extent of adsorption is decreasing with increase in temperature because the molecules will require more energy, they will get desorbed. All right, this is important question for the paper, very important question for the paper. Putting a, we are putting a star here, students, star. Star means important question for the exam. When you make notes, you are aware of all this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We are expecting these type of questions in the papers in different way, in different form. Now we're coming to the second part of it, chemisorption, students. And the word itself is clear. What is the meaning of chemisorption, student? Means chemical bond is going to be formed. So between the adsorbent and adsorbent process, there is a formation of chemical bond. These bonds could be covalent, ionic, depends what type of bonds are there. But there is a bond formation between the adsorbent and adsorbate, student. So what will be the characteristics of chemisorptions? Important question is coming in the paper. Characteristics of chemisorption. Characteristics of chemisorption, students. You already know that this is going to be highly specific. Why it is specific, students?
Because there is formation of chemical bonds in it.
Yes, because chemical bond is going to be formed, and every adsorbent and every adsorbate cannot form a chemical bond. You are aware of the, if I have nickel, you know, hydrogenation reaction we have studied a lot. Hydrogen has a strong tendency to form bonds with the nickel, and it acts as a catalyst. Otherwise, what was happening? You see what is happening. This is our hydrogen gas. You are doing the hydrogenation reaction. If I don't add nickel, reaction will not take place. Then I add nickel, then you know what is happening. Addition of hydrogen. See these reactions. I can use nickel, very specific. You think I can use iron or something, is not happening. So we have to be sure what type of catalyst. Here what happened is the hydrogen bond was difficult to break by this two. But the hydrogen, what is this bond basically? We will tell you, general organic chemistry also I'm going to take. So these one electron, and then it forms with the nickel easily. And once it forms with the nickel easily, and then when it comes, then this hydrogen is very easy to leave from here and go with this. And this is how the how the reactions take place. So this bond dissociation was required, which was not happening, but nickel made it all possible. So the hydrogen, as soon as the hydrogen saw the nickel, it dissociated and formed something like this. And then as soon as this saw this alkene, it just went and added with this. Interesting. This is how the chemistry is going on. There is a logic and there is a science behind everything. Such a, once we start understanding the reactions, then that's why I said general organic chemistry, will see what is happening. The reaction mechanism and all that is important. Why will something react and why something will not react? Chemistry is all chemical reactions, nothing more than that. So can you break the bonds without supplying energy to them? The answer is no. Nothing is possible without energy. So energy is the money for these molecules. They need it. So unless you give energy, there will be no reaction, that we know. So here is a specific, very specific reaction. Okay, important. All questions are like this, 1 mark questions are given. Further, it is irreversible. Irreversible, students. This I term use a lot in the chemistry. In science, we are saying reversible, irreversible, reversible. What is reversible? Which can be reversed. What is irreversible? Which cannot be reversed. So there has to be reason for that. So here bond is formed, and if I break the bond, then what will happen? Then it is not going to, like physics option, it cannot be dissolved or adsorbed, because of the fact that this is involving the formation of a chemical bond, students, and chemical bond formation is requiring energy of activation, students. There is no energy of activation, very very small in physics option. The amount of gas adsorbed is not related to the critical temperature. Another important feature you see here, we talked of critical temperature in physics option, student. Physics option. Critical temperature. Very important question for physics option. Have been asked many times. Do we need critical temperature condition here, students?
No, no, sir.
Why? Because here you are forming a bond. Gas, whatever molecules are there, they are going to form a bond. Na? That is a totally different thing. And their molecules are getting adsorbed by weak van der Waals type of forces. So when we talk of weak van der Waals forces, which we said are responsible for the liquefaction of the gases, just I told you how to liquefy air to get oxygen, nitrogen, and argon from air. What do? They decrease the temperature, increase the pressure, and then they get liquid. And liquid, in the liquid, which will come first, which has the highest critical temperature, and then they will do fractional distillation to separate those gases from the air, which has been done experimentally. So critical temperature requirement not existing here. Further, it increases with increase in surface area. With increase in surface area, students, every adsorption increases with increase in surface area. Important thing, surface area, more molecules can be adsorbed either by chemical bond or by physical forces. Further, there is a strong force of attraction similar to chemical bond here. Then enthalpy of adsorption. What is the enthalpy of adsorption here? Higher or lower?
Higher.
This question has been asked when they will ask the differences between the two. 180 to 240 kilojoule per mole. So this is more because chemical bond is going to be formed. It is a stronger attractive force, So as I said, the more the attractive force, the more energy is going to be released in this case. What will happen here? First, let me talk about activation energy. Do we need activation energy here? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Why?
Sir, because in this chemical bonds will be formed, so we need to supply some energy for the bonds to form.
Okay, correct answer. Correct answer. So you formation of bond, chemical bond will require activation energy. Correct answer given. Chemical bond formation will require. So here you need activation energy. Physics option was very very small, and very low values of that. And what will you get, multimolecular layers or unimolecular layers in this case?
Sir, in this, it will be unimolecular layers only.
Why?
Sir, same reason, because chemical bonds are forming, so this will be only one layer. It's not like physics option.
Okay. As you see, we have shown here, this is a chemical bond being formed here. So how there can be more layers, because if there is a more hydrogen, where it will come? This all space is occupied, bonds formed. There cannot be anything above it now. So it has to be unimolecular because it involves the formation of a chemical bond. Once a bond is formed between the adsorbent and adsorbate, there is nothing else to happen. No more molecules can be absorbed. An important point, important question, students: what is the effect of temperature on chemisorption? So what's going to happen? Important question. Let me create some space here. Let me create some space here, students. Right. Okay, so important question for the exam, students. Important question for the exam. Very, very important question. Effect of temperature on chemisorption. Effect of temperature on chemisorption, and this is being done by. Let me take another star. Important question: effect of temperature on chemisorption. What do you think would happen if I increase the temperature?
So increasing the temperature will increase the chemisorption.
Increase the chemisorption.
Yes, sir.
But how long you can keep on increasing the temperature? That is the question. Important point. It's a very important question. Very important question. Very important question. See, there are two things here. Initially, I'm saying initially, students, you need to form a chemical bond. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Which will need activation energy. That means with increase in temperature,
Okay.
what should happen? The chemisorption should
Yes, sir.
increase. But what happens when all the bonds are formed? After bonds formed where? Between adsorbate and adsorbent. Adsorbent and adsorbate. If you further increase the temperature, if you further increase the temperature, what will happen? What will happen? Bonds have been formed. You are
Sir,
in more temperature. Bonds
after a
will
certain time, it will decrease.
bonds will dissociate.
Yes, sir. So absorption will decrease.
So then adsorption, chemisorption I'm saying. So chemi absorption will decrease at high temperature. Important question for the exam. I'm telling you, this question has been asked many times. Some confusion is there among the students in this question. Students, you should be very clear of what we are talking about. What we are talking about. That means what will the graph look like? Usually we study x by m. We will tell you later on what is x by m. This is the extent of adsorption. Extent of adsorption of a gas on solid. X is the amount of the gas adsorbed, m is the mass of the adsorbent versus temperature. Versus temperature, students, this temperature is increasing. What type of graph you are expecting? What type of graph you are expecting? I'm giving 30 seconds to you.
It's x upon m and temperature.
First, with increase in temperature, this is the
It
extent
will
of.
increase, so and then it will come to decrease. Yes, sir.
See the different graph which you are getting for chemisoption. This is for chemisoption. Increase reaches a maximum value, then decreases. What was the physics option? This is for
Chemistry option.
physics.
Physics option.
Sometimes they give graphs in the paper and ask you to identify the types of the processes.
Okay.
You are aware of the board papers, tricks. You are very well aware of the tricks they play with the students. What they do, that they will change the, they will give you the graphs and ask you the question rather than asking for definitions.
Okay.
So we should be prepared for these. When you are making your notes, you know about it. Students who make their self notes are very useful for you. They help you and make your exams easy. All right, students, here the question which was given is that give differences between physics option and chemistry option. This is the next question which they gave in the exam, students. What is the difference between physics option and chemistry option? Students, difference. They are asking for difference between physics option and chemistry option. So here we have given you a table, students. What type of differences are there? Whatever properties we study, what are the characteristics of physics option and chemistry option we study? Because there is an expected question on this, which asked so many times, because you see so many points are there, not just one. The types of absorption is important question. First difference we have already written, it arises because of van der Waals forces, and it is chemical bond formation, students. It is not specific in nature, we know about it, not specific, and it is highly specific. Reversible and irreversible, student, this we have talked about it. It depends on the nature of gas. More easily liquefiable gases are absorbed readily. This is a star here, student, most important question for the exam. It also depends on the nature of gas which can react with the adsorbent, show chemistry option. Nature of gas, you know, what do you mean by nature of gas? Whether a gas can form bond with the adsorbent or not. So can every gas form? The answer is no.
No.
So it depends which gas we are using. Enthalpy of adsorption, low, important question, putting a star here. I've been asked 10 times in the paper. Low, high, low, high, low, high. Low temperature for adsorption, it decreases with increase of temperature. Important, we just discussed this. High temperature favorable for adsorption, it increases with increase of temperature. High temperature favorable for it increase of temperature, but this is incomplete and not correct. We have already added that after a particular temperature, what will happen? It will fall.
This option will take place.
So it is not absolutely right what is written here. So make sure the correction is given here. This is from some book, so naturally sometimes they are not explaining everything here. But in exam we.
So this is from NCERT only.
In the exam
this is from NCERT only. This table.
This we have to add in this.
Okay.
This.
Okay, sir.
Further. Okay, no appreciable activation energy is required, student. High activation energy is required. It depends on the surface area. It increases. It also depends on. It results in multimolecular. It results in unimolecular layers of the student. These are some of the points of differences which we already know. But the question was given 3 years back was not this. It was what are the similarities between physics option and chemistry. So question is like this. What are the similarities? Don't expect to write away question what is written in the book. Similarities question between physics option and chemistry option. So what similarities we will write in the paper?
Sir, one similarity could be that both physics option and chemistry option increase with increase in surface area.
Okay. This is the point we are saying. It increases with increase of surface area. It also increases with increase in surface area. This is a similarity between physics option and chemistry option. Students, what else is there?
Sir, one also could be both physics option and chemistry option increase with increase in pressure of the gas.
Why we are talking about pressure here? And think there is something more than that. There are so many factors what we have been talking about. Always direct question may not be there that give the similarities or give the differences. Everybody knows the differences now. But two difference every student can write. And they gave question, give the similarities, then students could not answer. This is called, there's a difference between
Sir, both are
Rattebazi.
exothermic. Both are
But
exothermic in nature.
okay, those students who are doing Rattebazi, cramming the things, now that is the trouble with them. And those students who are understanding the material, there is a difference. We not interested in cramming the things. Like, just close your eyes and keep cramming. That it doesn't help us in the exam because exam is a intelligent paper. So he could put anything. And the first thing I told you that absorption is an exothermic process. We know so well. Well, let it be any absorption, it will always evolve heat. Some less or more is a separate question. First condition of adsorption is a spontaneous process and is an exothermic process. Student, is very important that the surface area always with increase in surface area, adsorption will increase. And we know it has to be exothermic process. When the molecules will come and stick to the surface, some heat is going to be evolved. More in chemisorption, less in chemistry is a separate issue. But naturally, this is an important point. And this was what they wanted to know from you students. Got it?
Okay.
So we have to pay attention to each and every word that what I try to do. Decoding of every word which is written is important. We are decoding the chemistry, and every word written can be asked. You won't believe that those words which were very small written in NCERT in surface chemistry were asked. I will tell you that question, and nobody bothered about that. They gave just one word, they took it, and on that they asked a 1 mark question. If it is 5 marks, 5 marks only, one mark is every question. So what will you do? Sometimes the things are written in a hidden way. That was looking the most unimportant part, unimportant word. No, that was asked. So there's a trick of every question paper which is given. So I hope everything is clear. Any doubt in these cases? Any doubt in these?
No, sir.
So two types of adsorptions. The most important points which we discussed are being repeated many times by me. Again, I will be repeating and recapping many things because repeating revision is very essential. This graph is very important, very important. Every time I talk, there are students who are saying, "Sir, graph we are not interested. Graph looks to be very difficult." And I said, "Let there be questions only on graph in what you will do, because he will give you graph. Just try to understand. Understand. That is our point." So our mind is living in a comfort zone and it prefers very simple things, but little bit of more think, then more thinking is required, and that is where we learn more of the subject. So the next topic I will then start in the next lecture, because this topic is finished and we have another important equation coming up, Frederick adsorption isotherm. We will derive the equation given by Frederick and see the extent of adsorption of gases, uh, which is also important question, adsorption isotherms. So we are likely to do it in the next lecture. Then I will meet you in my next class. This topic is over. Question answers are also over. All question answers done. Most of the questions were asked in the paper have been discussed in this lecture. So we'll see you in the next class.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.